Hi, good afternoon. Once again, this is the last part of our presentation for the subject IS-272. Again, I'm Joel De Castro.
I'm Roderick Lloyd Rivera.
In behalf of Rich Fernando and
Implementation plan of SISP for Laguna
High
School.
So we're the
test
two of us here will present the implementation plan of the SISP for Laguna Science School.
Also the stakeholder. Thank you very much.
The information system team actually is the a requirement in order to fulfill or to push through the information system of a certain organization. That's why one of the key factor here is to form an information system team, which is responsible in the deployment, development, and maintenance of any project system within the school. They should lead also the committee of stakeholders that sets the overall direction for the system implementation and makes key decisions. These are the person involved in what we call the information system team. First, we have the management committee, which are the main task is to make decision regarding new acquisition and approve the budget for the information system.
Yes.
Second is the management information system manager, or also known as the project manager,
Yes.
responsible for the management, deployment, monitoring, development, and procurement of the IS per department. It includes also the training of the employees regarding the IS. Technicians responsible for hardware and software maintenance. The department heads, which play a vital role in decision making, especially in designing the information system for their department. Programmers, the users, especially the students, the teachers, even the parents are factors also, or stakeholders of this information system. And lastly is the vendor or suppliers, which are the provider of hardware and software needs of the school IS.
Okay, those groups will be formed as one function, it's called the project functions. Right, the governance of it will be divided into 4 groups. The management functions of the group, the development function, deployment function, and operations function. And let's discuss all of those. The management is the one is like on the beam of the roof. The project needs to be planned, managed, monitored, and evaluated by a project manager and support staff. So they're the one who are going to do the planning in order to develop a new system. This management group should also include administrative function as like a procurement. The next part is the development group, or the development stage. Yeah. The development or customization of a software system is a specialized and time-limited role. Therefore, the development team normally needs external resources like IT contractors or technical assistants. The development function is most important in the pilot phase. The next part of it will be the deployment. So after developing the system, it's ready now to give to the client. So to implement a system at scale, a new set of skills is required, mostly around training and the mass deployment or upgrade of computer equipment. This function may also rely on a short-term technical assistance. The last stage of it will be the operations. Once implemented, the system needs to be maintained, and the user will need some form of overall support. This is where the operations teams come in. The key skills include database management and help desk support.
Okay. Now let's go to the details of the work plan. This work plan is actually the details of the implementation of the strategic information system strategic plan for the school. So let's start. Actually, this is divided into 4 major categories. We have planning and management. We have the development. Third is the deployment, and the last one is the operation. So for planning and management, part of this is the recommendation of creating an MIS department or the IS project team. Actually, we indicate here the strategy to determine which part of the recommended task should be done, not to be done So obviously the strategy one, that means that's part of the strategy. They have to do it first, and followed by that second and third and so on. So it includes the conduct of interview to the different department heads, outcomes and forms visions, negotiate scope of the project so that you know what is the limitation of the project, establish project charter, review also the existing IS so that you can, sometimes you can even save, if there are existing system already. Prioritize the departments to be interconnected. It depends on the budget. You have to prioritize based on the necessity. Collate all the business transactions per department and define the requirements and expected result through user involvement. For the development of the IS, it includes the whole project kickoff meetings that's necessary. Establish the risk and change management plan. We also include that in the paper, that it's not only after delivering the information system, but it's also how to maintain it, how to prevent the different problem. That's why there's a risk management plan. Then perform the gap analysis. It should be a continuous process. Finalize technical protocols, standards, and operating system. Redesign for process and tools for optimization. Design training programs. That's very important in the employees and at the same time for the users. Obtain approval for new processes, tools, and training plan. Complete capacity sizings and needs assessment. And last one is to gather accurate performance data for existing system and process.
I think there's more.
And another one, establish data center and hosting environment as needed. Install, configure server environment. That's part of the hardware. Then this is important, the test integration. The test integration, is it really credible? So you have to verify the integrity of the data. Prepare user acceptance testing scripts. Perform user acceptance testing. So that's why our recommendation, part of the recommendation is do it gradually or pace to pace. No, not one only kasi one time. Maybe there's a resistance from the user. And then there's of the high and medium level issues.
We're now going to the third stage, that is the deployment. Under this one slide, you are now the system already developed, so it's ready for implementation. Under the deployment, it's the time for you to buy or procure those hardware or items. Those items will be bought according to the rollout strategy.
Prioritize.
The priority. You're going to print the updated tools. You're going to execute the communication plan with the department. Under the deployment, also we have the piloting. Here we're going to prepare the implementation checklist. At the same time, you're going to prepare the network. You install the software and the hardware. You provide all the tools. You provide the test process for that tools. And also in the pilot stage, also you're going to resolve also the high and medium level issue, the issue bug that you're going to encounter on that one. Revise implementation checklist and training if needed. For example, there's some issues that you need to include there, and you need to revise the checklist. Now here's the rollout. You're going to resolve here also the high level, medium level issues, and also install hardware and software. Deploy new tools, execute training for revised processes, tools, and technology. Sometimes you need to repeat it. Repeat it again for department, for department until it already deployed. Then the last part of the operation. Here, the users or the clients already using the system. So here you're going to implement the monitoring process and tools. You're going to finalize the service level agreement and the maintenance contract. How you're going to maintain it. For example, if there's a problem, who will call, troubleshooting, stuff like that. You're going to establish backup procedure, how we're going to backup data, whether that is inside or offsite backupping, monitor use and maintenance needs, evaluate system performance. So the key tasks in the implementation plan vary by the kind of project and by the project base. The work plan that we have discussed a while ago, it lists the activities that may be a good starting point to assemble the work plan. The work plans are often finalized in collaboration with selected contractors and also technical partners.
Okay, so for the recommended solutions, we would like to recommend to have a department or team that will look into the information system of school. There's more to IT projects than developing software. In fact, an information system is always a combination of people and technology.
Yes.
It's not only the software, no? There should be the technology and the user. A multidisciplinary team should be formed so that they can manage every project function. Not only the development, deployment, and operation function, but also the management and governance of the function.
Top one.
Yes.
Top function. Okay, here we are. We have the system. This system is actually integrated into one.
This is the output based on our interview from the different departments.
So under the HR department or human resource office, they have the payroll system or payroll module, employees evaluation module, employees information module. Under the accounting department, the general ledger module and inventory module or system. At the register office, they're the one going to have the filing module and actually they have the grading system. So it's like going to improve it and add registration and everything. Under the guidance office, the student cumulative record that will have linkage in the grading system and also the prefect of discipline. Then, of course, alumni is like a good backbone for school. We need the alumni to support because they can give inspiration to the student and help the school in the daily operations. So we need to gather the alumni records, so that's the part in the guidance office. For the cleaning, of course, the medical record of the student. Under the prefect of disciplines, the attendance of the student. The incident happened, for example, there's fighting or cases like that. Okay,
you can easily
track. Yes, the record of the student and also the record in the guidance. Under the academic team, they have currently they have the LMS, the learning management system. That one will be like integrated or upgraded in the system that we're going to propose. The library learning resource center, the link to the registrar's office and accounting office, the charges, the overdue, something like that. The principal office, of course, the administrator and principal, they do the monitoring of the system.
Now, for the recommended system, actually, in this system, the student's record should be from the registrar's office only, which consists of the basic information of the students, their student number, and grade level and sections. The other system will link to the registrar's database using the student's number as the primary key. Any changes in the database will be reflected also in the other databases. So as you can see in the diagram, I highlighted here the different databases supposed to be in each department. As you can see in the student record, from the registrar's office that will keep the student records, it's linked to the library record for the cataloging, borrowing, and visitation. From the library, it's also linked to the accounting record, wherein according to our interview from the librarian, that they want also to bill for the penalty, and also it's automatically linked to the accounting record. For the billing record, that's definitely after the enrollment, from the registrars, it will go to the billing record. So it includes the statement of accounts, the bookkeeping, etc. So billing and cashiering. Same time with the billing record, it's linked to the accounting record for the general ledger.
Yes.
Also the inventory and procurement. Yes. So actually, it so happened that the procurement is part of the accounting department, so it's still part of that system. Then for the guidance record, they have to access the student records for them to see the academic records, like the report card. Yes. So they should have an access to the report card. The guidance record should have also an access with the prefect of discipline.
Yes.
For the incident, for the different incidents, so that during the counseling, they can just browse their system and they can determine how many incidents occur in this type of class or for a specific person. Now, for the prefect of discipline, there should be a straight link from the registrar for the information of the students, the contact numbers of the parents, etc. Even the grades, so that they can also verify what happens with the student, so that for for different cases, they can come up with findings that maybe
Yes.
this happened because of the poor performance in the academic side. Now, the medical record is directly linked to the student records for the information also, like the medical history and the medical transaction.
Yes.
But in that case, the medical or the medical record should be updated by the school nurse, not the registrar's office.
Yes.
Only the information about the student. And the HR department, which keeps the HR record, it should be linked to the accounting for the payroll,
Yes.
deduction, the benefits, and other human and other personal concerns.
Yes. Like attendance.
Attendance, okay. Okay, and then next.
And, oops.
Okay, and so, again, from the Quadcore, I'm Joel De Castro,
I'm Gus Rivera.
and just say thank you and happy holidays.
Bye-bye.